Playoff fever has immersed South Florida as we are at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. For a trip to New Orleans in Super Bowl 58, we are ready to rock in the AFC Championship game. Fields this way up at the 17. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a guy who played his high school ball at Miami Central, it's James Cook. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Play action, now it's Lance. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Throwing now is Lance. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Lance. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And he used the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Ready, break.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now Lance again. That is complete downfield to Knox. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Lance. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cook. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. On play action, Lance. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's a give up the middle. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Play action. Now Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Teron Johnson able to pick it. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the 1st down. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Here's Jackson to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
They go play action with Jackson. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
Hey, middle.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Wanna quit, baby? No, we changed it. Report!
In motion, Hill. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And he is going to lose yardage here. So now facing a 3rd and 16 following back-to-back running plays that went in the wrong direction. They go play action now. Jackson. He is going to find Hill here. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 12-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Jackson gonna run. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. Now it's Jackson. This is intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down. As you said, in the red zone, definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Come on, 38. Blue striker.
Now a play fake. Lance. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Lance. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Fair catch signaled for and taken, and that punt went nowhere. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they'll run on the inside handoff. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Now it's Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 32 yards. And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line.
Ready.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Ready, ready. Ultra, go ultra.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Black ultra.
Off of play action, here's Lance. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that 1st down pickup.
Getting the ball is Cook running left. And he stopped immediately there. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
White. Guard red. Seal black.
And now they'll throw with Lance. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lance, it's caught. Cooper. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Again, it's Lance. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From the 10. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. Play action. It's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
No, we changed it.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Catch is made by Hardman. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. And that is incomplete. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. From the 10. And able to get this out to the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
Now an option play on second down. He pitches it. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 51 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And room there to work it inside the 25.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
13.
Here's Jackson. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he'll be out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw. And nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Well, I think the effort was there, but sometimes the defense is just a little bit better. No gain on the quarterback sneak, no place to go.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Now, this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone.
Here we go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. And Lance going to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Lance. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. The Bills send the punter out, standing just outside his own goal line. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or two shy of midfield. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
No, we change it. Hey, come on.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson flushed out right. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jackson now. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kyle Pitts, 40 yards. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. 3rd time's the charm on the extra point as he gets this one to go. And the lead is down to 2. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They run it again with Cook. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. It's a pickup of 12. 2nd play in a row with a 12-yard gain. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on.
Ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
10 cycles. 6, 11. Black ultra. Right, white. Strong red. Field, black. 10.
Now Lance. Over the middle, complete. That's Cook. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 2nd down, Cook. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 59 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. He will push his way down to about the 14. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess, and he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Bills are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter, this possession gigantic. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Play action. Now Jackson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. To throw is Jackson. Buying time to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 43. Throwing is Jackson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall, and they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Third down, here's a run by Cook. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. The Bills send the punter out. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. "31 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Dolphin football. Jackson. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations, and you often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
From the 10.
Down. Ultra.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. It's a gain of 3 there, and that should be just about all she wrote.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
The Bills are going to the Super Bowl as we say goodnight, everybody.